Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can easily defeat the Putrid Avatars and the Erdtree Avatars as well using these same tactics. So just to prove a point, I did start a whole new character. I didn't level him up at all, and I rode straight to Caelid, and I went up to what I personally believe to be is the hardest avatar to fight, which is the Putrid Avatar in this area. The area is really small, and he's kind of got a little health to him. And he has that Scarlet Rot, so it's really tough to deal with, but I'm so confident in these strategies that I could even take him on at soul level 1 or 9, whatever the starting one is for this build. I've also never used the dexterity build before, so I also had to learn how to use a new weapon. Usually I go with strength. Either way, this should really be able to help you out, and if you're having trouble, just follow this guide and I'll get you through it. So just a quick side note before we start, I did die a couple times. This isn't a perfectly flawless strategy. You can still get hit by the randomness of the Scarlet Rot. Sometimes the strategy I'm going to show you how to dodge the Scarlet Rot attack works about 95% of the time. There are some times where the random pools of blood will still hit you, and then you can cause you to freak out and lose. He's got two different attacks that can really mess you up with their delays, and I'm going to show you how to counter all of them. And also his arena is just tough, so you might have a death or two around there as well. This is going to be my successful run. I did die about 4 or 5 times, but hey, I'm level 1, so I died a 1 hit. So this is basically flawless other than hitting some Scarlet Rot, which I can also show you how to counterplay that. So you're going to run up to him, and he's probably going to do this overhead swing. He loves to do that. You can usually get a hit or two in here. The stomp is usually followed up by the swing to the side. So you can easily get a hit after the stomp, and then you'll have time to roll through his swing. And here's the big one. Here's the one that I had an issue with. The reason I couldn't beat this guy for the longest time. His ground pound that spreads Scarlet Rot all over the place. It doesn't actually spread it all over the place. It's only in front of him. And in sort of like a cone going outward, if you can imagine that. Starting with the point being at him. All you gotta do is time it. It's the same timing every time. What you're going to do is you're going to roll into him. It probably works to the left as well, but we're going to be rolling into him to the right. And the invincibility frames will get you around him, and you'll be totally safe. So you're going to roll right here to his side, and you're going to take an extra step or two just to avoid the Scarlet Rot that goes in front of him right there on the side. You can kind of see it on the ground a little bit, but you can easily get 3 or so hits right here, and he's probably going to do it again, so just repeat the process. You don't want to circle around him too much though, because if you circle around him too much, you could end up circling back around into the previous Scarlet Rot pools. You don't want to do that. Just stand still. You'll see in this video, actually stand still a good bit. Just give the other Scarlet Rot time to disappear, and you'll be good. Roll to the right, take a step, couple hits. You can see I even got the stun there, but you don't want to go for it if he's got the Rot in front of him. I took this opportunity to heal because I did get a bit of Scarlet Rot bad luck there. And this is when he starts doing, this is his most annoying attack right here. He's going to start doing this attack after you do a little damage to him. This is by far his most annoying attack. I say just totally avoid it. Once you see him raise his staff to do his little staff pound, just start rolling away. You can do 3 rolls to be totally safe, or 2 and just run, but just get away, run at an angle, and he'll probably do an overhit to swing at you. Just make sure you roll into him and get a couple of free hits right there. This is one of the attacks I wanted to talk about. This attack has a big delay to it, so you might take a little practice for you to get used to it, but the big scary thing about it is that he swings it to the side. So if you roll to the right, the hitbox for it could still be active when you're rolling to the right, and it may still hit you at the end of your roll. So what you really want to do is try to roll forward or to his left to roll through it, so that way you don't end up rolling back into the staff whenever your invincibility frames run out. And this is his best attack to punish him with. The Scarlet Rot attack. He loves to do it multiple times, so just keep stacking on the damage. Don't forget, mind your stamina. I actually had to wait there because my stamina was low. You don't want to be caught without stamina when you need to do a roll. Yeah, don't get too greedy. Once he does that, just run away. Because there's a little faith aftershock that can hit you. Remember, don't get greedy. Just run away from this attack. If he does end up attacking you early like that, just be sure to mind your rolls and roll in the direction that you're running. This is the last attack that I want to talk about. It's this delayed overhead swing. He doesn't do it often. It's more of an uncommon attack, but he does do it. So you just want to really wait for him to start swinging his overhead swing before you roll. It's so easy to get caught off guard by this one because the delay is so long. But just make sure you wait it out and you can roll any direction. Just make sure you time it right. That's his worst delay by far. But once you get that one figured out, it's really no problem. And remember, don't get greedy. See, I may have been able to beat him there, but I'm not going to take the chance. I'm just going to run away. Also, mind the environment. You don't want to end up getting stuck on the environment. That's how a couple of my deaths happened. We're able to beat it with a beginner character. I did just start this character. I'm about to check my stats here in just a second. And I don't want to cut away just so you believe me. Had to remember how to get to my stats. And as you can see here, I was level 9, which is the starting level of this character. I named him Sekiro Superfan because he's the Dex guy. Please let me know if you have anything to add to this down in the comments, if there's any strategies that work better than this. If this helped you out, please remember to leave a like on the video. Also, if you really like to help me out, you can actually go visit my main channel. This is my secondary channel where I just do random uploads. I play horror games on my main channel, and I play them all the time. I've been uploading for about 2 years now. I really appreciate it. I really love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, and don't give up.